that was some Kid Cudi, but now we're back with DNA, and we're gonna start our interview portion of our show with Lil Nyke.
Hey, I like that name too. It's a rapper out of Chicago named Lil Bibby. I don't know why it kind of reminds me of.
All right.
But yeah, so Nyke, tell us basically how you got started. You know what I'm saying? Where you're from, your background, that kind of stuff.
I'm from Sandusky, Ohio. Is my mic working? I can't hear myself. Check.
Yeah, you're on.
Alright, I'm from Sandusky, Ohio, Cedar Point. Most people know that as Cedar Point, but
Kalahari.
yeah, Kalahari, all that good tourist stuff. But no, I started making music in seventh grade, 8th grade. We got laptops at my high school or at my schooling. I go to Perkins, and me and my buddy Biz, we were just messing around with GarageBand on our laptops, and we recorded something through the microphone on the laptop. And he was like, "Dude, like, that sounds pretty good." He was like, "You might as well start dropping these tracks." So from there, we got a microphone in the closet. We set up a booth in the closet and started just dropping them.
I remember that for
Savage
real.
mode.
Yeah.
I got in the booth one time back in the day.
You and Rach.
Oh my
That's so funny, but yeah, and like how I came up with Lil Nyke was actually Biz was the one who was like, "Man, you're always wearing these high top forces. You might as well just call yourself Lil Nyke and change the I to a Y, so it's Nike."
Oh, okay.
N-Y-K-E.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know I had that Y in it. So, okay. So, do you sing also?
Yeah.
Do a little singing?
Yeah, I do a little bit of singing. I mean, at first I never really opened up with it because I wasn't comfortable like trying to sing.
Right. Yeah.
But then I dropped a few songs and people were like, "No, you actually can sing." I did choir and stuff coming all through school.
Right.
Like people would do gen music and I was the one in choir.
Okay.
So yeah, I can sing a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. So you started rapping first or singing first? Right?
I started rapping first, and then as I progressed and as people told me that what I was doing was actually all right, I tried singing a few songs. And
So when did you actually start like recording it and giving it to people to like hear and listen to?
Freshman year of high school, I dropped a mixtape called "No Check What I Do It," and that was the first time that I let people like actually listen to it. Because at first I just kept it within like my group of friends and stuff, like as fun, and then
9th grade is when you released it to everyone else.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, I sent it out because everybody in my school had laptops. So I just sent out a big email to everybody with my songs in it, like, "Here, you got no choice but to listen to it," basically. So.
Hey, I respect that, you know.
So from there, like, building up to now, like, keep going forward, like, throughout high school, after high school, and then to now where you are, what you do with music now.
Oh, now it's a completely different story. Like, I've invested a lot of time and a lot of money into like trying to just get the equipment that I need to do everything by myself, like production equipment, microphones, etc. I had to get a laptop, yada yada yada. But back then it was never like this serious.
Right.
I never really actually thought that being an individual that's unique with music would
Go somewhere.
Exactly.
Right. So now
it's just like I'm gunning for it. I'm trying to get my name out, trying to get heard.
Who have you been working with and making some songs with?
Really just like local artists. Jay Bird, me and him, we got an organization, quote unquote, called Spotlight MVMNT.
What is
Spotlight
that?
Movement.
Okay.
It's an entertainment module basically.
Right.
It's not like a rap group, but it's just something that we can.
Like an entertainment company.
Exactly, it's something that we can
Have in common.
represent as a whole, just to put the city on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So that consists of like artists out of like your area, Sandusky area.
Yeah, like I've worked with Lost Ave. I've worked with that's like a big local group.
We might be getting them on here sometime. Hopefully.
They're no longer a group actually.
Well, one of them. We might get Brenda's.
Like Bundy, he's a real good R&B singer. Who else have I worked with? Vino, Jay Bird. That's pretty much it. I try not to be that guy that goes out and just gets on the track with everybody.
Right. Okay. You trying to basically come up with your own music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like I've talked to a few people about like they'll say, why aren't you getting on these tracks with everybody? Try to get your name out there and try to get heard. And like that's not the way to do it.
You want to be that artist that doesn't need everyone else.
Everybody wants to get on your track.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. I feel it.
I don't want to feed off anybody else. I want to build it from the ground up.
Do you produce also, or do
I'll
you
produce everything I do. But recently, when I started making my EP Chasing Reality, I decided that I wanted to get like some professional sound on there. So I went out to Cleveland to Lava Room Recording Studios, and I started working on my project there with a guy named Brian Piper. But for majority of it, I produced it all.
Right. Okay.
And I rip my beats off YouTube. I haven't bought any beats, but I'm not making money off my music, so it's all good.
Right.
When the album comes, I'll be buying my beats, whatnot.
Okay. That's what's up. So, do you have any new projects coming up, like videos, songs dropping?
I gotta, by the end of the year, I'm gonna drop my EP Chasing Reality, but me and E-Busta just made this music video for Keep Dreaming.
Okay.
And it's dope, like, I did all the choreography and everything, and it was all made with a GoPro, so like, we're trying to just take the steps to...
Right, is it on YouTube or like...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
What do they search to find it on YouTube?
You go to YouTube, you search just search Lil Nyke, LILNYKE, or you can search Keep Dreaming, but you'll probably find it easier if you just search Lil Nyke.
So is that something that you like enjoyed, was making a music video? Like, are you gonna continue to do that?
Oh yeah, it's nothing but fun. For real. I take it serious, but I don't take it too serious to the point where I'm not having fun with it. Because once I start not having fun with it anymore, I'm gonna stop doing it.
Right. I know we were talking about how you enjoy some things that you've been doing recently, like performing.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it like performing up there on the stage in front of?
It's a rush, man. It really is. It's a whole different experience. You gotta really flip a switch when you go out there, like straight turn into a rock star.
Do you get nervous, like sweaty?
Nah. For real, like the confidence that I have in what I'm like, the sound I'm emitting is cool. Like I don't ever really worry about people not vibing, because
so you're just like, yeah, people gonna feel it regardless.
Exactly.
Right.
And I mean, you know good music when you hear it. But yeah, like
some people do.
Well, some people, yeah. Some people got horrible taste, but that's true.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I did this thing in Toledo. It was kind of like Battle of the Bands, but it wasn't. It was just like a contest, and like it wasn't like anything big like that, but it got me comfortable like with the mic in my hand in front of people, and like from there, I opened up for Talib Kweli at the Agora in Cleveland, and that was sweet. I sold a bunch of tickets from myself, and like I had a bunch of people there support me and stuff. So I just went out there and I did my thing, and it wasn't nerve-wracking or anything, for real. Like you just go out there, you perform.
Yeah.
Feel your music.
I don't know. That still all feels crazy to me. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just because like I don't make music and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine stepping on that stage. You know what I'm saying? In front of like hundreds of people just yelling and just waiting to see if
rush.
You're right. Especially if you're not like, you know what I'm saying, as big as you want to be right now. Like everyone doesn't know the words to your songs and stuff like that. And you gotta you gotta bring it even more.
And that's another thing. Like when I went to the Agora, the DJ, I went up there and I gave him my USB so he could play my tracks, and he was like, "So are you nervous?" Like, wow, there's no reason for me to be nervous. And I swear I heard him say something about being a white boy. I'm like, I'm the only white, or he said something about I'm the only white boy here or something. And I was like, that's exactly why I'm gonna be the one sticking out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel it.
So
we gotta go to a music break.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned to DNA Black Squirrel Radio. And we're back on DNA with Lil Nyke.
Yeah.
Also, want to keep up with all things Black Squirrel Radio? Check out our social media pages. Follow BSR Ken on Twitter. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Black Squirrel Radio, and add BSR Ken on Instagram. We always love a like, comment, or retweet.
Yep, show us some love.
Definitely. Back to Lil Nyke though.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your style, if what that is influenced by, not only musically, but you know the way you dress. You can go into your music as well. What influences that?
Yeah, what influences you as an artist, like as a whole?
I guess so.
As a whole,
what and who?
I mean, honestly, like one of my biggest influences when it comes to like I really revolve my music around being who I truly am. Like I don't get on a track and I
Who
don't.
are you? Who are you truly?
Who am I truly?
Maybe he's about to explain that.
Yeah, let me finish. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, basically, when it comes to like the content of my music, I just try to keep it real. Like I try to do things that impress myself, and I put that into music. And like one thing that really like stuck with me was Kevin Gates. I was watching this interview on Kevin Gates, and in it he said like it was. This goes back to like performing and stuff. He like said in the interview like for like upcoming artists, it was advice for upcoming artists.
Right.
He said no matter if you're in front of 10 people or 1,000 people, just always perform and be yourself. Right. So like my main thing is just trying to be myself, and like.
So in terms of like your lyrics and what your songs are about, is it more like real life experiences or just like your thoughts and feelings? Like, what are the people gonna expect to hear from you?
Well, growing up, like I went through more than like normal people would go through, like just like childhood and stuff, and like from where I was back then to where I am now is basically what I talk about mostly, just like uplifting, trying to inspire people to take nothing and turn it into everything.
So you're saying your situation and your upbringing, your childhood is what influenced you as an artist now, like.
Yeah, definitely. Like the struggle is definitely the biggest thing that influences me and keeps me going.
Do you think like as you go and your life continues on, your music is going to continue to change with like the events going on in your life? Like,
yeah,
I kind of see that with Chris Brown, you know, going back to like his first album. It was just him being young, loving girls, all that, and like as it goes on, you can tell it's more about like his life. Do you think that'll kind of be how it's gonna happen for you?
I mean, Chris Brown is just a different story because Chris Brown, he's been a module since he was like 13 years old, and the stuff that he was putting out wasn't his. Right. You know what I mean? He didn't write those lyrics. He just had the voice and the moves for it.
Right.
But like when it comes to like my music, every lyric I've ever written is my own. Like I'm not signed to anybody. I don't have to.
And you're more so you're a rapper. Like Chris Brown's more so of a singer. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? Singers a lot of times get their songs rated for them and stuff like that. But in terms of rappers, like you're kind of looked down upon if you do get your, you know what I'm saying, lyrics written for you.
Right.
Like saw that with Drake.
Right. I mean, so say you were to make it like, and a person came to you like, I got, you know what I'm saying, a few $1 million for you if you rap this song I wrote for me. Like, if you put this song in your
like
voice. Like,
unethical to do
that.
You would never do that?
I don't got $2 million.
Right, I mean, it's hard to say. Right,
I don't think I could do that, especially in the position that I'm trying to put myself in. Right. I'm trying to be a unique national recording artist.
Right. I'm saying hypothetical. Like
if
you were already big, say you were in Drake's position, someone came to you like, you know what I'm saying, yo, this song is about to be a hit. I just need you on it. I need it in your voice, and it blew up. Like, I mean, what do you think about that? I feel like a lot of artists on the low, you know what I'm saying, buy songs. They pay people to maybe. Drake described it as he needs some people to spark his ideas sometimes.
Like brainstorming.
Right, like brainstorming. But some artists, you know what I'm saying, get entire songs written for them.
Yeah, I don't think I'd. I mean, if there's hypothetically speaking, if you put $2 million in front of me right now, we're in the position that I'm in right now.
Right, obviously.
I'm gonna spit them bars for you like they were my last bars I ever spit in my whole life. But,
I feel it.
But if I was in Drake's position, I'd chuckle a little bit because Drake don't need that $2 million. You can keep your verses.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So we talked about a little like what inspires you as an artist. What are some obstacles like you've already had to face as an artist, like negative feedback or like anything?
One of the biggest things that people say to me, like I promote all my music on Facebook, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Like that's an everyday thing, and like obviously people are gonna see it and people are gonna say stuff about it. And like one thing that I hear a lot is like, "Oh, you're like Justin Bieber." Mm-hmm. Or I submitted my video into this thing, where like these people in the industry watched my music video for Keep Dreaming, and they like judged it and critiqued it and stuff. And one dude on there was like, "Oh, it's too Drake-ish. He's too Drake-ish," but he's got nice bars or something like that. And like that is like one thing that really pushes me to keep going. Like, because I think it's funny when people compare me to like
Other
Drake
people.
or Justin Bieber. Like, all right, those are like
Those
two
are
of the
two
biggest
different,
names in like the
And
music
they're trying
industry.
to say it in a negative
and
way.
yeah, exactly. So that doesn't really hurt my feelings, but like,
Does that motivate you?
yeah,
Like,
it does.
make
Hate's
you-
like the best thing,
Right.
for real.
So that's probably like one of the toughest thing you face. Is,
Yeah, like that's
which
one.
I understand. I mean, coming from like a small town, people don't want to see you doing better than them. I
Right,
mean, I'm from
exactly.
the same
And
place
then
as you, so
also-
I get how
They
it
don't want to see you
goes.
doing better. They want to see you doing good, but they don't want to see you doing better.
Right.
And then I feel like a hard thing for a lot of artists to get past is like, well, I mean, when they first started out, like, it's only like their friends, the people they're cool with,
Right.
hearing their music, and like, of course, your friend is gonna be like, oh, that was terrible, like, don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't even put that up. But like, they're not used to getting negative feedback and stuff like that, and so I feel like it's all about how you take it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like, if
You
you're
got to
gonna
take
take
it
it
and
as
turn it into
motivation.
motivation.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
If that were the case, if I'd get quote unquote butthurt over it or
Right.
something,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be sitting right here still
Right.
trying to push it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But no, I just take that into consideration. Like, oh, you think I can't, so this is just gonna motivate me to do it and
You're
to prove
right.
you wrong. Like, just like the song I dropped called "Prove It." It's just basically about I'm trying to tell the city in the song, like, this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is where I want y'all to like help and support me. And if you're not here to help me and support me, I'm just gonna prove you wrong, basically.
All right.
So,
So he's trying
so
to be.
talking about support in a more positive way, who does support you, and like, what is your fan base right now?
I mean, it's crazy for real. Like, it's just crazy to like go out of town and like see people like, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're Lil Nyke," and I don't have any idea who they are. But like my main supporters, is definitely like the crew, and my mom. My mom, she is like the biggest
Aww.
supporter ever. She went to every single one of my concerts, and I hear her in the crowd screaming my lyrics. Like she just loves it, and like I just like making her proud. So that's one big thing that keeps me going. But like, but my
Mama's
buddies, they give me positive and negative feedback, but I take it all as positive. You know what I'm saying? If I'm working on something, and I'm like, yo, Cam, listen to this song real quick, check it out. He'll either be like, bro, that shit's raw, or that shit's
Are
whack.
most of your friends musicians, or is it just like, or is it just mostly just like your friends, just random people?
Say that one more time.
Are most of your like the people like you just told me your friends, like your supporters, are most of them musicians too, or are they just like
I mean, not really
people
like
you're cool with?
musicians, but like my
they're
one.
just into music?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my one friend Cam, he listens to everything from like, I'm talking like reggae to like even maybe like some opera. Like he's got not opera, like
Right.
not opera, but like
Just different variety.
orchestra. Like
Okay.
I don't know, but he's just really like into like all kinds of different types of music. So he like knows music, and like
Yeah.
that's one reason why like I let him like listen and judge my stuff, is because he knows good music. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion,
Right.
obviously, but.
So do you have a woman to support you? Like, do you have a girlfriend? You got.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend. Next topic. I'm
Does
just
she-
playing. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, she supports me. I don't know. She's trying to do her own thing though. She can't just get caught up in my dreams.
Right.
But
Right.
she's there for me. She does give me her opinion and stuff, and like pushes me.
Does your guys' relationship ever
Do you think it gets in the way at all, or do you like try
It
to
is
avoid
hard. It is hard to try to be like.
It's hard to
You
be.
know what I mean?
It's hard to
Like,
be a.
It's hard to be an
Balance
artist,
it.
like, and you know what I'm saying,
Because
like
rappers are. I feel like rappers are expected to be like
single.
You know what I'm saying? Single, right?
Single, so all the girls want 'em, right?
players.
And that's where it gets hard,
Mhm.
because like, you know what I'm
You're
saying,
just
having
trying
a
to make your
girlfriend,
name now.
your girlfriend's gonna want you to put her on your Instagram.
But then
gonna
again,
want
you
to put her on
got.
your Twitter, but I'm
Yeah.
like, that's like, we have our separate life, but I want the 100,000 women that are in the United States,
especially as an up and
not to
coming
think
artist.
about my girlfriend when they think about Lil Nyke. I
Right.
want them to think about Lil Nyke.
Right.
Right.
Especially as an up and coming artist, because you have artists that are already established that are very public with their relationships, and
Right.
that kind of helps their fame. Like Tyga and Kylie Jenner, I feel like that's keeping him relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye and Kim, like that. You know what I'm saying? Boosted him a little bit. I feel like even Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes I feel like it could be beneficial if, you know what I'm saying,
later down the road,
if
once
their
you're more
girlfriend's also
established.
famous though.
But yeah,
Right.
Like,
but I mean that's a lot of times how they become famous.
Yeah.
But do you think that like because you are like a lot of people are watching you in like the town, do you think that does like affects your relationship at all, or do you guys make it through that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like obviously having a girlfriend and trying to push fame and just get the message out, insecurities come along with that.
Let me ask you this: does your relationship ever inspire some of your lyrics or
Oh
some of your
yeah,
songs about?
I actually got.
Do you get tender sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. Like when
it.
I drop my R&B, it's most of the time it's real heartfelt, and majority of it is like talking about my relationship.
Is she the first person to hear? Did she like, oh, I love it, or?
Yeah, I guess. But you expect that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You expect to hear that from your significant other.
Right. I feel it. So, in terms of famous women, who's your woman crush?
You know, it is Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
Gotta throw that out there.
Who's your famous crush?
If I could have any star in the world, let me think. I know she's got a disease, but Rihanna, I think she is.
She has a disease?
Yeah, her and Chris Brown shared something, don't they? Herpes or something crazy? Maybe that's a rumor,
I've
but
never heard that.
No, I heard that I thought it was like
anyway,
chlamydia or something.
Anyway,
like
next topic.
But yeah, Rihanna, that's my girl for real.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm a big Rihanna fan too.
Yeah,
like,
I love Rihanna.
Yeah, I would pick Rihanna probably over anybody except Karicha. That's bae. That's gonna be my wife one day.
Rihanna greater than Gucci.
What? She said
greater
than
Gucci is just famous by association.
It doesn't matter. We're talking about looks. You said who's my woman crush. Like
whatever.
I feel like Karicha is just all natural. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a girl, so I don't have a woman crush.
There's nothing wrong with girls having women crushes too.
Right.
As long as
there's nothing wrong with it, but I just personally don't.
Who's your man crush?
This isn't Monday. This is not Monday. No. Anyway.
Why are you turning red over there?
I'm not.
Kinda are. It's cool though. Back to Lil Nyke though. So, do you have any performances coming up or anything?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm opening for Cut Calhoun, October 11th. It's a Sunday. It's at the Agora Ballroom. It's from 6 to 10.
Okay.
Come out and check it out. I'm about to get up on the stage and go out for the second time.
You about to go crazy up there?
Yeah, man, it's so fun. Like, it's just like I flip a switch when I get out on stage. Like, I know I'm like well prepared for it and stuff, but it's like I basically black out for real.
Do you get turned up a little before you go on stage?
Yeah, I mean, I might smoke a little bit.
Okay, drink a little bit. I feel you.
But yeah, I don't know. I try to keep my mind clear though. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm giving them more of me and not.
Right.
But yeah, I gotta loosen up a little bit for sure.
I feel you.
Just to keep my nerves down, because it is kind of like I mean, at first, when you like right before you walk out on stage, it's like the most adrenaline. Like it's a little nerve wracking for real. Mm-hmm. But like as soon as you get past that first few bars, it's like nothing.
Right.
You want to go to a music break right now?
Well, I have one last question, and then we'll go to a music break. So, I know previously, your concerts, I watched the video, it was more like, it was all your rap songs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you're gonna, do singing at a concert?
Perform that?
I mean...
Slow it down for them?
At least
probably not until I'm doing my own stuff.
Right.
Like my own shows, not opening for somebody, just because it takes a lot of setting up the mic and stuff, because I'm real rapping is different. All you gotta do is spit it. Right. It's gonna come out of the speakers no matter how you say it. But singing, I would rather have more of a more prepared stage if I'm gonna sing.
So far.
Yeah. I mean, not even that, because like when we went to the Agora, they didn't even really give us time to mic check, and when I went on stage, I was having mic problems.
Yeah, my friend, he performed at the Agora before too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good venue to be at and like get started with, and like they called me back for a second show.
Okay.
So that's cool, but
that means something. That means you did good.
Yeah. But
alright, so we're gonna go on a music break here. We'll be right back. Keep it locked on DNA Radio with Black Squirrel.
That's perfect, like right there where you at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Black Squirrel Radio. You're listening to DNA.
That was Future, Commas, and we're still here with Lil Nyke. We got a few more things for him to do. We got a few more questions, and we got his freestyle coming up.
Right.
So do you? I know you're out of Sandusky. Did you grow up in Sandusky?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you plan on? Where do you plan on going in the future? I mean, do you plan on staying local in Ohio, or I mean, like, do you think you're gonna have to branch out to another city or state to get bigger? What are you thinking?
What's your plan?
Well, for real, my main plan right now is I do work carpentry in Sandusky, so I mean I'm making all right. I mean I'm making decent money, and like right now what I'm trying to do is just I'm trying to take over Ohio over the next 2 years, and after 2 years I'm about to go out to California and start making my life out in California.
Okay.
And then
What
while
part
I'm
of
out
California?
there, San Diego, I'm gonna stay in Escondido.
Okay.
But while I'm out there, I'm gonna try to connect with a bunch of people that are into the music, like in the music industry,
Right.
and like kind of eat the country from the outside in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that makes sense though. I like that. I like that plan. I like how you know where you want to go.
Right.
So I mean, like.
So, how do you plan on like taking over Ohio? Like, what's your plan for that?
Well, I mean, I just gotta find people to help market. It's all marketing when it comes down to it. I mean, if you have the content and the music, and people view it as marketable, you have to put a name with a face, and you have to obviously get people to know who you are.
And I feel like now it's like it's all about like the saying goes, like it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Exactly.
I mean, in the music,
sure. Especially in the music
right,
industry.
and in the music industry, I mean, like we see, in my opinion, like I hear some terrible music nowadays, like, but you know what I'm saying, these people are making money, these people are famous and signed because it's all about who you know and like how you market your brand. I mean,
if they're listening to it, that's really all that matters.
Right, I
whether
mean,
they like it or not.
Exactly. But. Like, so do you ever like go to different parts of Ohio and like perform, or are you gonna try to set up some performances in different parts of Ohio? I mean, do you have friends at different schools that you want to promote your music for you and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was like at first, like I had to make sure before I was gonna start going out and trying to do shows and like push my music, I needed to be comfortable with what I had. Like stuff that I made in high school, it was good, but it's not something that I would take to the table. But now that I'm at the point where I've got an EP coming up and it's about to be dropped, and I got these singles that have been pretty hot, like now is the time to start doing that and like going out, trying to find people to promote myself, doing shows.
So you were trying to basically grow as an artist before you were to branch out and like put your stuff all the way out there, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had like a good base to start with.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel that you've grown as an artist like since you first, like since high school basically?
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's cool because like I don't really take it, I mean I take it more serious, but just the fact that I've gotten more practice, my sound is just getting so much better.
Right.
So those people that you mentioned earlier, like from your Spotlight movement, you've kind of grown with them, I feel like. Do you see yourself continuing to grow with them, or is it kind of just like,
like in your,
what's going to happen
like
with that?
Like in your future plans, like I know you talked about like taking over Ohio, like are they on the same page with that? And then like also you talked about moving to Cali. I mean, are they on the same page as that also? Like,
or are you guys gonna do your own thing?
Mean, that's where you gotta separate it as it's not a group. It's more of a organization. You know what I mean? I can take Spotlight anywhere with me.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is throw it on the track and people know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're saying basically you're gonna rep that. You know
I'm gonna rep that through it all.
Right.
I don't get paid through Spotlight. Spotlight is just something that people can
identify you with.
Exactly.
Recognize.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good marketing technique, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So are you kind of saying that like if they happen to come along, that'll be cool, that'll be fun, but it's not gonna like make or break you if they're
Oh no,
with
we're all.
you?
It's only actually me and Bird and Spotlight. We got
Oh, for
we got
real?
some people that are really
Associated with it?
involved and highly associated, but it's just me and him as artists on Spotlight right now, and like
Are you guys like gonna add like some producers, some singers, videographers, like stuff like that?
right now, I produce all of our music.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll find me a beat, he'll come. I got a studio at my house
Right.
or at my apartment, so that's where I spend most of my time.
So
but
do you guys make beats too? Like,
no, but back to like the group of friends, like one of my dudes is going to school right now to be an engineer and a producer, and like he's on it, like he's really about the movement.
yeah,
And like I got another dude, one of my best friends, he's a cameraman for me. Like anywhere
Okay.
that I go when we're on our music grind, he's got the camera. And then I got like Ibusta, he raps, but he also is like real good with like promoting and stuff,
Right.
and like finding people to like connect with and
okay.
stuff like that. But yeah,
So you basically got a.
So you guys all have your talents.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
all-
all have your
Kinda work
niche.
we're all
right?
doing our own thing, and like we all know like one makes it, we're all gonna make it. So that's
Mhm.
basically what it is. It's a movement.
I like that mentality. Cause I know I've heard like a lot of people say like, oh yeah, such and such made it, but you know what I'm saying, he didn't put us on.
Right, that's
Or,
what I
like,
was kind of getting
Yeah,
at.
I mean like everyone's gonna look to you, like if you were to make it big, like, and everyone's looking to you like, oh, you know what I'm saying, help us out. Like, do you see yourself, like just like say you move out to Cali and like you make it big and stuff, are you gonna, you know what I'm saying, forget about the back home people? Are you still gonna rep your hometown? Are you still gonna try to do as much as you can, or is it just gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm on the new bigger and better things, I'm not looking back?
Right. No, that's like one thing about it though. Like when I say I'm about to do something, I do it, and that's just who I am. But like I feel like if people are working hard at what they're trying to do, like with the involvement of Spotlight,
Right.
then obviously I'm gonna bring them with me. But like once you start trying to feed off of what I'm doing rather than do your own thing, that's when it would be like the time to like separate. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I work just as hard for the things that I got. I'm
Right.
not gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like
want
if you
people to
work
work.
for it, obviously, but like that's like one thing I learned. Like you can't help people that aren't willing to help themselves.
Okay.
Right.
That's like basically putting your hand out for
Right,
something.
right.
And I don't
You're
really
not
do
about
that.
that?
No.
But you're always gonna rep the dust, though.
Oh, I always
The
rep
desk.
the dust. For sure, that's where it's at. That's where it's
I
at.
never.
Sandtown.
What's
never heard
what's
that?
the area code out there?
419.
419? Okay. I think someone just texted me from that area code. Anyways, so, in terms of like your relationship, you know, we talked about your girlfriend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Is she going to Cali with you?
I mean,
Have you guys ever talked about that?
we
Like,
talked
both of you?
about it and stuff, and like that's when it comes back to like I don't want her to be overly involved in my dreams, and also I don't want to be overly involved in her dreams. But
Mhm.
like we've talked about it, and she like wants to go to Chicago, and I want to go to California. But like that's the thing about it. Like, whatever
have to
comes
see
first, like you can't really tell the future. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing regardless
still
of
got
what you
some
want to
time,
do.
right,
Like
yeah.
you chase your own dreams. I mean,
Mhm.
once it becomes more of unhappiness and stress rather than happiness and success, then that's when you're gonna have to like
Yeah.
make that decision
Make
to
change.
do your own thing or yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay. I feel it.
But no, she's with it for the most part. I mean,
She's not
I'm
worried
I'm
about.
going to California. Like that's a
Right.
fact. I've already
Yeah.
had this plan, but
She's not worried about like you know what I'm saying, future groupies or even groupies that may come now, like, you know what I'm saying, is that ever a problem?
I mean, not like you would think, but I mean, everybody has their insecurities. I don't love these groupies.
Exactly. That's
Good word choice.
that's the biggest thing, you know. Always make sure you know where home is. All right.
For sure.
All right. Well, let's take another little break, and then once we come back, we can finally hear some of your bars.
Spit some bars for you.
Yeah, we ready to hear it. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Check. You know I work hard for what's mine, dog. Ain't got time for no time off, no space up on my time. Log it spotlight and we shine, dog. Got the wood grain on the dash, man. Behind the touch screen, I got some cash, man. And that bread there, that's a stash, man. I'm living life in the fast lane. Riding through my city, windows down so they know it's me. Hat flip back, bands on, I know they notice me. Coldest, I'm 0 degrees. Frozen, you ain't close to me. Ballin', I pulled a 3 and cash them out like young KD. I do this, I do this. The things I'm pursuing, some stuff you see in the movie. Set my mind on the prize and forget what the word lose is. Success and the money is what I get it confused with. And don't confuse it, you will never catch us losing. Spotlight is the movement, we proved it when I drop prove it. My whole team ruthless, it's stupid the way we do this. I'm balling out, when you see me you'll see what the truth is. Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
That was nice. So that's from your song Malibu?
Yeah, Malibu 2015 off the EP Chasing Reality.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Why don't you tell the
definitely
people
something to do
where they can listen to get some of your music, follow you, and keep up with what you're doing next?
You can go on Twitter and follow me at Lil_Nyke19. You can hit me up on SoundCloud. Just search Lil Nyke. Go like my page on Facebook, my artist page. Holler at me on Instagram.
And that's a Nike with a Y.
Yeah, LILNYKE.
Okay. Which one of those do you use the most, like between Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud?
I mean, I don't really use them that often, but to promote music every day, I promote most of my stuff on Twitter. So if you wanna check me out, yeah, just follow me on Twitter.
All right. Well, pretty much wraps up our interview. So thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We will be posting this video as well to our blog, which the website is dopenewartist.com. So that's published now. I told you guys last week we were going to have that published. So that's published now, so you guys can go check that out. We have our Twitter page as well. It's at DNA Kent State. So follow us on there. And
also, when you do check out our blog, this interview will be uploaded, and also last week's interview with Trey Plans
is up now, so you can go watch that from last week if you didn't
check
get
out
to
his,
tune in.
Yeah, check out his freestyle. Check out this week's.
Yeah,
maybe compare.
Lil Nyke's will be up by the end of the week, hopefully. So.
Thanks for having me. Oh, I want to give a big shout out to my mom, though, for real. I know my mom's tuned in. I know my girl's tuned in. What do I want to say? I want to say I love y'all and just thank you for the support.
He's definitely a mama. He's definitely a tender, mama's boy. Aww. No wonder they compare you to Drake.
Oh, played me.
All right, let's get one song, then we'll be right back to Sig Y'all Out.
Oh, yeah.